got all the windows down in February. It's wild. All the windows down in February. You know, if you read the book of Proverbs, it's mainly written for men, young men, but a woman can read it too and learn. A woman can read it. You know, Proverbs 5, chapter 5, 7, and 9 is for young men to teach them about the evil woman and the harlot, the sorceress, the adulteress, the woman who's trying to take men down to hell with her, you know. But the women can read it and learn not to see. On the reverse, there's men in the world trying to turn saved women into those women. Really. That's what the MK Ultra mind control is about. It might not be physical harlotry, but it's spiritual harlotry. If you read the Old Testament, where is it at? Jeremiah, somewhere in chapter 3 or something like that. Israel and Judah ran after other gods. They worshipped other gods. Now, one other god would be money. People worship money. That's another god. Fame, YouTube. Fame on YouTube, that's another god. So when you read Proverbs, it's not just talking about the natural experience, it's talking about the spiritual. Because behind a scorner that's mentioned in Proverbs is a spiritual scorner, namely the devil and the demons. Behind the rebellious person in Proverbs and in Psalms is a rebellious spirit. Behind the fool in Proverbs is a foolish spirit. It's a spirit of foolishness. So the women can learn from Proverbs that the whole system's trying to lie to you, like the women's lib movement. That was a reverse psyop to make you think that you're going to be free, but they're actually turning you into a slave. Because the women's lib movement is a demonic psyop to try to get you to forget who you really are and why you were created. You know, the woman is a helpmeet. She was created for the man, not the man for the woman. That's Bible. And so if you think that man was created for you as a woman, you're confused. You're upside down. No, the woman was created for the man. So when a woman is a helpmeet, she steps into the role of a helpmeet and builds her husband up. He can accomplish a lot. I promise you, this happens to men. When a man gets married, especially if he's saved, there's a supernatural, when he's single, like he's single under his mom or dad's house or whatever, but then he gets married, what happens is there's a supernatural shift in reality that he starts to get downloaded what it means to be a husband. Seriously. The women who've been trained by Jezebel, the Jezebel system their whole life, the media, the lies of the media and all that. When the man, so she's dating this guy and they get married, and then there's a shift in the way he thinks, because he starts to protect her. He starts to lead her. He starts to guide her. He starts to look out for her. He starts to see the red flags. He starts to help her develop, because God supernaturally works through the man, works through the leadership, works through the boss, you know. And a woman is not the boss of man. I don't care how much Rihanna and all them say, oh, we're going to rule this world. There's an actor I kind of keep up. I just follow I follow her posts just to see where she's coming from. Because if you follow one of them or two of them or three of them, you can see the spirit of the age. So this actor, she's always, if there's a woman out there like Rihanna or somebody, she's always supporting the queen bee lie. You know, she's trying to build up the queen bee lie. The queen bee system lie, she's always supporting. They love it. They think they're going to overtake the men and run this mother. That's why it's in the song. We're going to run this mother. Right now, the Freemasons and the Jesuits run this system, but the witches and the witches, they might not call themselves witches, but they're witches. The witches want to overtake the Freemasons because the Freemasons and the Jesuits, they're warlocks, you know. And so it's really God's system, and the saints are really the ones in control, but they don't want you to know you're in control. Because if you set your intention as a son of God, then you read in 1 John chapter 3, 4, or 5, and you also read in John chapter 15, 16, somewhere, that whatsoever you ask, know that you have the petitions that you throw out there because you're the son of God. So actually, you run this mother, but they don't want you to know you run this mother, and the 1,000 points of light try to blind you. The roads are winding. The bells and whistles are loud to blind you to who you really are. They want to steal your identity. They actually want to steal from you. Notice when you start to talk about something, and then they start to talk about, let's say you talk about walking in the spirit, or you're talking about something spiritual or some kind of truth, and they see that they see us getting hits or whatever. Then they try to steal it from you, but the way they teach it is upside down. There's no spirit in it. There's no heart in it. It's just all robotic, you know. The flesh mind is nothing but robotic. You know, these corporations want you to come in and just be a robot and steal your personality. That's what this system is. It's a robotic system to take away the heart and the spirit of the matter, you know. Take away who you really are and turn you into a robot. That's what this whole system is about. Seriously.